And isn't it somebody's job to make sure that this person is dead and declared dead?
What do they call him? What's the name for him?
Like the executioner?
Yeah, okay, it's just the executioner.
The coroner just makes it. You dead? You guys dead? Huh?
I think it's one step before that.
Don't you dare fucking fake it.
I'm gonna declare you dead unless you speak up. We kind of talked about this earlier too, but Singapore hangs its second citizen in 3 weeks for trafficking cannabis despite calls to halt execution. Bro, you just gotta stop bringing drugs into Singapore, please.
Stop playing.
God damn it, dude. They're not playing.
Yeah.
How many times, dude?
Just don't even think about it.
Just stop trying.
Yeah, it's kind of that's. Where was the person from?
Don't say Malaysia, because that's usually what's fucking happening, right?
Does it say what month they were born?
Well, this was a 37-year-old man who got executed after his last-ditch bid to reopen his case was dismissed by court Tuesday. He was not named as his family asked for privacy, but had been imprisoned for 7 years and convicted in 2019 for trafficking around 1.5 kilos or 3.3 pounds of cannabis.
Don't do that.
Just stop bringing that shit in, man.
Basically, the court rejected it, saying that
3.3 pounds?
Yeah.
under Singapore laws, trafficking more than 500 grams or 1.1 pounds of cannabis may result in the death penalty.
Just do a little bit less than that.
Bro, if they're gonna kill that one dude who was like had a proven IQ of like a baby, remember that?
And he was manipulated into it.
They manipulated this guy to be a mule, and he brought drugs in, and then all these celebrities were pleading to Singapore to not kill him because he doesn't know what he did, and they did it anyway.
They retweeted it with the video.
Yeah.
Double down.
Don't do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it.
I'm gonna do it.
Dude. Yeah, I saw Richard Branson posting about it, where he's like, "Don't do it."
Richard Branson's asking, like, all these people are pleading.
This is the Durte guy, right? Durte, the leader?
No, that's Philippines.
Yeah.
But they'll kill you for just having drugs in general. But at the airport, they can kill you on the spot, right?
I mean, it seems that these people are being tried still, but some 60 prisoners are on death row in the city-state, mostly for drug-related offenses right now. Singapore executed 11 people last year for drug offenses after a 2-year hiatus due to COVID. The hanging of one particular Malaysian, believed to be mentally disabled, sparked that international outcry. So,
if you want to sell drugs, just come over here. It's wasted.
Just find another market, man. That's crazy. Even when I first went in like 2007, the first thing I saw when I got off the plane were the signs showing you, like, it was like a silhouette of a dude with a rifle on a kneeling guy, and it said like capital punishment for all drug-related offenses.
Yeah, they don't play, dude.
Yeah, you know how people like move to LA to pursue acting? Like, you should move here to pursue drug selling instead of.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Very popular area for the drugs.
Way safer here.
And it's like, dude,
you can make friends. It's peaceful.
You can go to Singapore. You could indulge in sex tourism. Oh wait, that was with Walter. We were talking about that. But yeah, you could do a lot of stuff in Singapore.
Is the sexy times legal there?
I think it is. I think
There's sex tourism there?
Yeah, dude. The sexy times in Singapore and sell the drugs over here.
Yeah, dude. You can't have it all in one place, okay? You guys.
Dude, I remember when I went to Singapore, it was the cleanest city I've ever been to. There's not one piece of gum on the floor.
I got yelled at for drinking water, dude. I got yelled at.
On the street? Are you crazy?
Not on the street, but it was a mall / train station, and I was like chilling right in between, and I was drinking a bottle of water, and this old uncle.
Were you walking?
No, I was chilling. I was waiting for my mom.
And you can't drink water in public?
Well, I was in the train station. There's no drinking water in the train station.
Yeah, it makes a mess.
And then the old uncle, who was in the security office, like outfit, he came up to me and was like, "We have cameras everywhere. We saw you drink water. You can't be drinking water in here," and just lecturing me. He's like, "I'll give you a ticket next time you do that." And I was like, "Sorry, bro. Fuck." So I bottled it up and I just put it away.
Wow.
And that was over a bottle of water.
They'll whip you for spitting gum or spitting on the floor or something. Right?
That's kind of cool. That's why it's so clean.
But that's why they have those rules.
you'll go to jail for getting in a fight. So literally it says, what was the wording? It has, like, there's also signs that are talking about, like, something to do with, like, don't regret, like, one night for, like, 30 years.
Want to spend the night? Start a fight.
There was an initiative the first time I was there. There was like a nationwide campaign to smile more and to say hello, because I guess there's a thing in Singapore back then where people were so shy that tourists, like, it was not a good experience. So they wanted to promote, like, saying hello, asking if you need help finding something, if someone asks you what the time is, like answer them. It's like people always shy away.
They are pretty helpful these days. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool that they did that. But
It's
yeah.
cool they could just change the culture of like the citizen like that.
Yeah, I guess because it's one of those things where they're like, hey, if you want tourism to pick up, we need money to come in, so be nicer to people.
You could also drive across the whole island in like 30 minutes.
Why?
Oh, is that small?
Smaller than LA County.
I'm just saying it's
Sounds like a
easier.
dish, dude.
It's easier to manage like a body of people when it's like the conditions are more convenient.
Yeah.
Now, did they change that because they talked to them, or because there was a consequence if you didn't, like smile or die?
Right.
I think it really was one.
Because that'll change stuff real quick.
The tone is a little different there.
I think it's one of those things where the culture just understands that they're in it together. It's not like here where everyone's like, nah, fuck that. Like there, they were like, oh, you know, we want this result. Let's get it together.
That's
Crazy. It reminds me of Japan. Everybody's all unified and together.
Right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. Plus, it's like when people criticize Singapore and they'd be like, look at all the inhumane like consequences for all this shit. It's like you can't talk shit on a country the size of this county that is making that much success. Honestly, they're probably doing it right. Hate to say it, but it's like it must be going well.
Yeah, it's like, have you licked the sidewalk? It's clean.
Just the fact that children can hang out at 2 a.m. and there's no like fear that something is gonna happen to them.
Dude, we saw some kids hop off the bus and then they start walking around.
Yeah.
And they're like 8 years old, just walking by themselves.
Yeah.
All right, bye, and they walk home. You don't see that over here, bro.
So dope. I love it.
3 weeks ago, the Singaporean was actually hanged for in the first execution of this year for trafficking 1 kilogram or 2.2 pounds of cannabis, although he was not caught with the drugs. Prosecutor said phone numbers traced him as the person responsible for coordinating the delivery.
Damn.
So like imagine, you're not even like touching it, you're just coordinating the delivery, you get caught,
Yeah.
you're hung.
You're just an accomplice.
When we were there in 2019, the cab driver was telling us about how like weed is pretty popular over there, but so is ice. That's like the main drug over there.
Is that synthetic?
I don't even know what that means.
Ice?
Yeah.
Like
Frozen water.
cocaine?
Is that cocaine?
Do you think since you like know a lot of like the Asian celebrities, do you think they're above the law over there?
Not in China.
Or like in Singapore?
In Singapore, that's what the cab driver was saying. He was like, all the politicians do that shit.
Because I knew, because like a lot of like Korea's pretty tough too, but then a lot of like Korean celebrities are like, they can operate above the law and it's easy for them to get weed and do all that stuff. So I was wondering like if it's like, if you're an Asian pop star, if you, even when you get to Singapore, you're like, okay, we better fucking be careful, or can they operate above the law?
I'm sure they're probably above the law.
They probably have more to lose though, so they probably actually stay away for real.
Oh.
But it's all about appearances, so I mean, as long as you're not seen doing it.
That's why they be drinking heavy and smoking cigarettes like days, you know what I mean, like all day. But when it comes to something that is like within the legal parameter of being like, this is wrong, then I feel like they stay away up more often. But
Yeah, I'd rather not die.
It's a flex too when like let's say that you're like at a level in the Emirates. Let's say you're like a person that lives in the Emirates, like Dubai, and you're at that level where you're above the law. If you have visitors come in, it's a flex to give them those same things that you do. To be like, hey, you wanna go get girls, you wanna go get drugs, like it's a flex to extend that.
Yeah.
So it's like probably works like that in Singapore too.
hey yo, look at you with your Dubai flex.
Just selling out all my insiders.
Apart from Singapore, Amnesty International said Indonesia carried out 112 drug-related executions last year by firing squad after a hiatus since 2016. In contrast, neighboring Thailand has legalized cannabis, while Malaysia has ended the mandatory death penalty for serious crimes.
If you survive a firing squad, do they shoot you a second
You
time?
become president.
Or do you they're just gonna keep shooting? That's not fair.
Until you drop.
It can't just be like, okay, everyone here gets to pull trigger one time.
Yeah.
And then like if they're like right when they shoot, you get into like a weird stance and you somehow don't get hit, you should be able to survive and like,
I like that rule actually.
because then it's like, okay, God wanted me to live,
Take matters in your own hands, you know?
right? Because that's fucked up. Everyone gets to like shoot you, and then every time you keep moving,
Yeah.
and they get to shoot you 10 more times.
But let's say you like murdered somebody by shooting them like 100 times, and then you're like, oh, you guys only get one bullet.
So 50 Cent, if he got shot 7 times in Singapore, he would have died because they would have kept shooting. They wouldn't stop at 7. It's like, I made it.
Damn, man.
Because 50 Cent got shot 7 different times, right? Was that the
I
story?
think one time.
One time, 7.
Yeah, one time in one incident.
Really?
But then all that one.
I thought it was 7 times one time.
His attitude after like the 6 would be like, God damn!
Come on.
He's like, I'm invincible.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Why doesn't anyone like me?
7 different guys, one time.
Same spot.
Because yeah, if you get the electric chair, like let's say, right, and then they're like, okay, this guy's dead, so they carry out on a stretcher, and then they're like, wait, I'm alive. Do they go? Let's bring him back.
Yeah.
Yeah, do over.
I don't think they're like, congratulations, walk on home, bud.
I think they
Yeah.
I think they quietly just kill you.
Just shank him a bun.
Put a pillow over your face. Yeah.
They just go like this.
You got a brand new car.
And isn't it somebody's job to make sure that this person is dead and declared dead?
What do they call him? What's the name
what's
for
the
him?
name?
Like the executioner.
Yeah, okay, it's just the executioner.
The coroner just makes it. You dead? You guys dead?
I think it's one step before that.
Don't you dare fucking fake it.
I'm gonna declare you dead unless you speak up.
Speak now or you're free.
Yeah, I think chopping heads off is more.
Theatrical.
Bring back the guillotine.
It's more. What's the word? Like
Effective.
Oh, like he's dead for sure.
more guaranteed. Yeah.
More guillotined.
It is kind of funny that like
Oh, imagine the blade gets stuck halfway through the neck though.
The big battle axe.
Hey, I'm still alive. Can I go?
I made it.
Everybody's pushing on it. Hey, put your weight on it. Here, come step. Get on my back.
My lifestyle is fucked up. Hook it up, man.
No, you need
One
that's what you need
swing rule.
You need the battle axe.
One swing.
it is so strange that like we keep eliminating methods of capital punishment because of inhumanity. Yet like the ones that are left over, you can still scrutinize and go, that's inhumane now to the new standard.
Dude, killing someone is inhumane.
Yeah, it's
in and of
always
itself, right?
inhumane,
But
but,
so are the people fucking.
So are the crimes, right?
Yeah, bro. Come on.